This is the Amazon Echo Show 5. It's Amazon's entry-level smart display. It costs 90 bucks, and it just got here this morning. I'm excited to pop it open and see what it can do. It's a pretty important product for Amazon. Google's actually been winning as far as the smart display battlefield. The Nest Hub is great. They have a Lenovo smart clock that's great. And the Echo Show, good, but a little clunky. Now, they're taking this one and they're combining the best stuff of the Lenovo smart clock with the Nest Hub. We just got it in, so we're gonna take it out of the box and take a look. So, pop this open. It is much smaller than Amazon's other smart displays. Look at this. So it actually has a somewhat similar shape and design. So it's called the Amazon Echo Show 5, not because it's the 5th Echo Show as you might intuitively believe, but because it has a 5.5-inch touchscreen. Now, one of my questions about this is if the touchscreen is going to be big enough to make watching videos and looking at pictures worthwhile. You can do that on this screen, but is it going to be an enjoyable experience? That's something we're going to have to find out. So I'm going to load this into my car. Obviously, that'll be a laborious task. And then I'm going to take it to the CNET Smart Home, where I'm going to get testing, because there's not much more I can find out about this thing here. You know, I need to plug it in and get rolling. So we brought this thing to the CNET Smart Home, plugged it in. For the basics, it works a lot like an Amazon Echo Smart Speaker. You can give it all kinds of voice commands, and then it has a touchscreen similar to previous Amazon Echo shows. One of the first things I noticed about this compared to, say, the Google Nest Hub is that you do a lot of the setup and you do the customization right from the device itself. From setting up Wi-Fi, from picking your home screen, you have this really detailed settings menu right in here, whereas with the Nest Hub, you do that in the Google Home app. So it's a bit more of a self-sufficient device. One of the new things with the Echo Show 5 is this control panel that you access here from swiping right. You could access some of your smart home devices previously, but now you can access all of your routines and all of your devices, and doing that allows you to see them by groups, see them by device types. It's pretty cool. I still think I prefer the Nest Hub's room by room organization and their shortcut control panel, but we're talking about personal preferences here. The Echo Show 5 has definitely made improvements on this front. Other things to know here, the Show 5 has a 3.5mm output jack, so you can connect it to your own sound system. The camera that you use to make video calls, you can now cover with a physical shutter, which is handy for a device you might want to put next to your bed. You can check on the footage of a variety of smart home cams, including the Ring Video Doorbell, and if someone's at your door, you can actually answer it right from the Show 5 and talk to the person and tell them to drop off the package. One of the coolest new features of the Show 5 is a sunrise alarm. 15 minutes before your scheduled time, the screen will start getting brighter with a sunrise animation to ease you out of your sleep. Weirdly, this only works on alarms between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m., so if you work the night shift, you're out of luck. Okay, so I've gotten a chance to spend some time with the Show 5 at this point, and I'm seeing how some of these features stack up. In particular, this ambient light feature. So Amazon talked about how they're rolling out a new ambient sensor here, and obviously they're trying to stack up to what the Nest Hub does with photos. So the Nest Hub has this sensor that adapts both the brightness and the warmth, so that when you're scrolling through pictures as your screensaver or your ambient mode, it looks like a physical photo in a room. It's one of our favorite features of the Nest Hub, and so the Amazon Echo Show 5 was obviously trying to replicate that to an extent. It is cool, you can put a little bit more photos on the Show 5, but as you can see, clearly it's not quite as adaptive, it doesn't respond with the same level of dexterity as the Nest Hub. The Echo Show 5 actually has better mics than the Nest Hub. It heard me more clearly from a distance and more over background noise, but the Nest Hub's still better at walking you through recipes. It breaks down the steps and scrolls through them more fluidly while keeping more of the info you need front and center on the screen. If you need a place to eat, the Nest Hub can show you directions and the Show 5 can't. If you want to watch videos, the Nest Hub has access to a little streaming site known as YouTube. The Echo Show 5 doesn't, at least not with voice commands. One of the ways that the full-sized Echo Show was better than the Google Nest Hub was sound quality. It was bigger and it sounded like it, but now the Echo Show 5 is obviously much smaller. So can it still keep up or even beat the Google Nest Hub when playing music? Yes and no. Take a listen.
Well, a robin flew by my window. I thought it just might be you. Judging from the color of its breast and the sound of its song. But I'm just thinking of you.
Even when they're set to the same volume, you can hear that the Show 5 is a little bit louder than the Nest Hub. That's because it's artificially boosting its sound by raising up the acoustic and the bass levels. That makes it sound really good on acoustic tracks, but it makes the Nest Hub sound a little bit clearer on more complex tracks. The Show 5 is also going to distort just a little bit at high volumes, especially on those complex tracks, but for most of what you're going to be listening to, the Show 5 will probably edge out the Nest Hub just barely. I've got a few nitpicks about the Show 5 too. I wish you could see your voice commands spelled out at the top as you can on the Nest Hub. These bezels on the side when you're watching a video make a small picture even smaller. You can't customize snooze times. The screen is a little too bright for a dark room. Amazon introduced some how-to videos for the Show 5 from WikiHow, which are cool, but they're just the intro videos, which aren't enough if you're trying to complete a complex task. So I have plenty of gripes and complaints, and I don't think the Amazon Echo Show 5 is as good as the Google Nest Hub, but it's still pretty good. I like this cute little guy, and honestly, if you have to pick one for your bedroom, I'd recommend the $90 Amazon Echo Show 5 over the $130 Google Nest Hub. It's a good smart display plus a good smart alarm clock, but overall, the Nest Hub is still better. Amazon made a lot of improvements here, especially over their older smart displays, and the Echo Show 5 is an interesting alternative to the Google Nest Hub, even if it's not quite better.